This morning, the final piece of our week-long series, The Big Picture. We've reached the final leg of our adventure through Pictured Rock's National Lakeshore. Our group of 4 that included myself, Kristen Ojanimi, Cindy Baker, and Teal Rintala turned into a group of 3 when Teal went home with an injury. In part 5, that final stretch as we prepare to head home. A bit different than we started in more ways than one. 5 days, 4 nights. We hiked along some of the most challenging, beautiful, breathtaking trails we've ever been on. We set up and tore down our camp over and over and over, filtering water, eating dried food and oatmeal. We worked hard every day from sunup until sundown. And let's be honest, we didn't smell fresh, we didn't feel fresh, we were ready to go home.
Listen, I'm not feeling good at all. My knee is super sore. I have that ginormous pack over there. My toe is in a sad state of affairs. This little piggy might not come home. But I'm eager, I'm ready. I'm very ready for a shower. I'm very ready to just say we did it and celebrate and talk about the trip now that we're coming to an end.
We had just over 5 miles to hike on our final day. We'd travel from Cliffs to Munising Falls. To the onlooker, these 5 miles would seem uneventful. We moved quickly and quietly. But if you could hear our thoughts, you'd know these last 5 miles were perhaps some of the most significant. It's the end of these trips when you begin to reflect fully on what just happened and what lies ahead. We'd struggled hard. We were finishing as a group of 3. We started as 4. Each one of us was going home with at least 1 injury, plus Cindy was going home without a key piece of gear.
Is it salvageable?
I'm thinking it's a hard no.
And yet, here we were, preparing to walk out and head back into our lives we had put on hold for 5 wonderful and awful days. And as badly as we were ready, we were equal parts not ready to leave.
Just the more you get out there and the more you experience it, the more you appreciate, just what a wonderful place that we have here.
I think that my appreciation for nature and for wildlife and for the beautiful spirits that you come across as they pass by you hiking. Like, there are such gorgeous, beautiful people that come out to look at all of this, and it's very homey. It's a very homey feeling.
And these experiences also serve as proof we can do hard things, not just here in the woods, but in our lives, at our jobs, in our relationships. And this story, this hike, it's proof that we can lean on each other. We can find common ground in challenging times. We can make it through. The Pictured Rock's National Lakeshore is beautiful. It's a hike worth putting on your list, but it's one to prepare for, train for, and one to expect the unexpected.
We just finished. We're done. We see the car. We're gonna give a woo woo. We made it.
So apparently that woot woot is a tradition when someone finishes the entire stretch. And I gotta tell you, it felt pretty good to do it. Now, if you were wondering, Teal's feet, they have nearly healed up. She says the experience was humbling. She also has a brand new pair of boots. Now, to end this series, I just want to say this. I tried to give a very honest account of what we went through out there and what we saw. But there was so much I couldn't show you, stories I couldn't share because I didn't have the video. And I didn't have the video because in those hardest moments, I wasn't thinking about grabbing a camera. I was just thinking about getting myself through. The big picture is that the Pictured Rock's National Lakeshore is in transition. The Park Service and visitors are navigating a new fee, new challenges, and a new normal of over 1 million visitors a year. Change is hard, but remember, we just learned we can do hard things.